Colocamos um negócio de Natal, ué. Por que a gente montou a árvore de Natal? Já é Natal?
Here I am.
You still there?
Where else should I be?
Hoje é véspera de Natal.
Home?
I wouldn't miss Nicole's amazing adventures in the remote mountains for anything.
Irving, don't tell me you're staying on just for me. Go! I promise not to get into any trouble for the rest of the night.
I already told you. I'm sticking around till you get closure.
Obrigado.
Thanks. You always do that?
Do what?
Worry about every desperate stranger that knocks on your door.
You're no stranger.
Nós nunca nos conhecemos.
We've never met, Irving. I can't even picture your face.
You've been a part of this place since you were born. You belong here.
Well, I thought I left all this behind. Maybe I still have a ways to go. To be free?
You're making progress. 2 days ago, you would have skinned me alive if I'd called you a country bumpkin.
Tá, talvez eu deva afiar minhas facas. Eu pensei que o... Tá, não sei
What
se
tells
afiar
you
faca.
I'm not sharpening my knives this very minute?
It's good we're just talking on the phone, then.
Listen, is this contraption really a phone? It feels like a walkie-talkie / defibrillator.
It's a real phone, and trust me, in a few years, everybody'll have one.
You think? It's easier for me to believe in ghosts than to imagine people being hounded by a phone when they're out and about.
I'm grateful for it. I wouldn't have met you without it.
Tá, você está me acertando. Eu estou feliz que você está aqui.
Well, I'm glad you're here.
Mas
Yep, I
alguma
probably would
companhia,
never
né?
have said that either 2 days ago.
Maybe once this whole thing is over, we could,
We?
me, you, us.
We'll see. It's sure gonna feel weird not to talk to you at least once a day.
Same. Oh, hold on a
Tio de
second.
paz,
Don't go anywhere,
outra
okay?
conquista.
Huh? Oh, okay.
You have a good night too, Miss Flattery. Merry Christmas.
Good night, hon!
Here I am.
To be honest, I never thought I'd spend Christmas like this. Sorry.
Quando já tá
I
uma
was going
semana
off on
aqui,
another
né?
flashback about the life of Nicole Wilson.
Christmas Eve is the right time to reminisce.
Yeah,
Yeah, I get it too.
yeah. That's what there was. In the end, there was like a strange kind of warmth. Then it all ended. Christmas of 80. Me
Natal
and
de
my mom
80.
were at my aunt's house in Billings, and
Mãe
Leonard
ela
was here on his own.
na casa da
While I was
tia.
pretending that I liked my aunt's sweater, he and she were...
Nicole.
They...
Hey,
And a year later, she killed herself. And what she was carrying, too.
don't be like that.
There you have it. These are my memories, and,
Tá, você ouviu isso?
Hey, did you hear that?
Não, tem um barulho
No.
de novo.
What are you talking about?
Like a clinking.
No. I don't hear anything.
Tá, vou checar.
Sorry, I want to check.
Clínica de jogo de filme de terror, né?
Okay.
Obviamente. Tá, e temos esse negócio aqui atrás também, a gente pode usar? Onde que isso aqui vai dar? Mano, tem uma passagem secreta que dá no quarto certinho, velho. Meu Deus, tem uma porta logo aqui. Nossa senhora.
I wanted to tell you something.
Not now, I heard a sound. Something familiar.
Listen, I've had this in my head for a while. I don't know. I seem to sense a sort of chemistry.
Tá, você tá tentando me dizer alguma coisa? Eu irei seguir o som.
Sorry, I'm having trouble paying attention. I'm trying to figure out where this sound is coming from.
I can understand that you can't stand the side of the timberline, not even on a postcard, but but for me, this is important. It's given me the chance to
Irving,
meet...
I really think we need to put off this conversation.
But somehow, it would be nice if, after this whole thing, we could meet in person, have a drink. I mean, if I'm going too fast, just say no, so probably...
Irving!
I know it's ridiculous to ask out someone you've never even seen, but people get close in lots of
Barulho.
ways.
Por favor.
Please! Shh, a sec.
Okay, maybe I crossed the line. Sorry, I'm a klutz sometimes, and...
Irving, please, shut the fuck up! Thanks. Listen, we'll get back to this. But now, just give me time to figure out where the sound is coming from. I'll call you back.
Sure. Sorry.
Tá vindo no andar de baixo, aparentemente. Mano, fez um outro barulho junto, né? Além desses plink, plim, plim, plim aí. Fez um barulho tipo de uma descarga. Ó, estamos bem do lado já. Esse canto eu não tinha olhado, né?
Found anything?
I can't hear that sound anymore.
It's easy to freak out when you're on your own up there.
Eu tenho que... O quê? Fumigated? O que é
Maybe it's
fumigated?
not me. It's this hotel.
I didn't hear you.
You know, for a second it was nice to imagine that the past could come back like that. We always had a party on December 23rd. Maybe you heard about it? It's pretty well known in the county.
Sounds amazing.
You should have seen the ballroom back then.
I can almost picture it.
The last time Rachel's family was there, Reverend Foster wasn't as sullen as usual.
And your parents?
My mother had eyes only for Leonard. And I saw he wouldn't stop staring at that girl.
Rachel.
She talked and moved with the grace and confidence of an adult. She wore a dress with a bow on her back. She was so beautiful. Perfect. Fuck. It was the beginning of the end and we were breaking out the champagne.
Nikki,
Sorry, I'm becoming a freaking nostalgic up here. Well, I can't hear that sound anymore, it's gone. I'm gonna look around again and then I'm going to bed.
Be careful.
Tá, a gente vai poder explorar aqui agora, que a gente nem olhou direito, né? Esse canto aqui eu não tinha vindo, não. Mas parou o barulho. E tava fazendo barulho de microfone quando a gente chegou aqui, né? Dia 8, meu Deus. Muito suspeito. O que está acontecendo nesse lugar? Meu Deus, a gente acordou na igreja. Susto. A gente tá sem nada. Mano, ainda bem que tem a luz, pelo menos, né? Do corredor aqui. Se não tivesse luz... Bom, a gente já veio aqui uma vez, né? Agora é só a gente voltar. Barulho de água. Não tem o mapa também. Onde que tem que ir exatamente? Acho que a gente tem que voltar pro quarto, né? Assim, tipo, dia 8, né? Na teoria... Passou o dia. A não ser se ela estivesse andando por aí tentando encontrar alguma coisa e parou lá na igreja, né? Mas acho que não faz muito sentido isso, não. Ainda mais que a gente tá sem os itens. A gente começou o capítulo, tipo, só... sem nada, né? Só a cor aparecendo na igreja e isso aí. Hein? Meu Deus. Para de fazer barulho, coisas. Pronto, chegamos. Meu Deus. Cadê nossas coisas? Aqui. Ah.
Irving?
Merry Christmas, Nikki! Ho, ho, ho! It's a little late for holiday greetings, but I expected that.
What?
Well, I thought you were calling to... Hey, is everything okay?
Yes. I mean, I don't think so. No.
What happened?
I think I sleepwalked.
Like in the old Laurel and Hardy movies?
I'm serious. I woke up in church, standing in front of the lectern.
Wow. Does that happen a lot?
No.
One doesn't just become a sleepwalker from one day to the next.
It used to happen when I lived here. One time in February, I ended up outside.
But no parent leaves the doors unlocked if their kid sleepwalks.
I never told anyone.
Sleepwalking episodes are common in children.
Mano, e
That's
ninguém
not the
percebia,
point.
será?
I forgot all about it. Then I come back here and it happens again. If I ended up in that church, maybe there's a reason.
Sometimes following your instinct is the best thing.
Aquela igreja é assustadora.
I don't want to go back there now. But I'll think about it. Oh, Irving?
Yeah?
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Nikki.
Tá, é isso o dia, será? Tem mais coisa? Vai ter que voltar lá na igreja. Esse barulho. Pior que agora a gente não consegue fechar mais, né? Eu não consigo abrir o mapa, eu consigo sim. Tá, eu tenho que voltar para a igreja, não quero, mas... eu não quero, mas... Como é que é? Mas realmente o sonambulismo pode ser um sinal. Claro que a gente vai ter que voltar lá. Aí desce aqui, vira à direita. Oh, Irving, meu Deus do céu.
Hi.
I was thinking, there really could be a repressed reason as to why you ended up there.
Don't think you're crazy then. Tá, você não me acha que eu sou louca? Tá, você não me acha que eu sou
So
louca, né?
you've come to the conclusion that I'm not crazy.
Never thought that. Well, at least not in this case.
Oh, fuck off.
Hey, language, Sister Nicole.
All right. So, if I think about the church, I think about my mother. She often helped Reverend Foster. She decorated for holidays, did fundraising, and put up booths to involve the whole community in parish activities, you know, that kind of stuff.
I know what you mean.
I think she found gratification in doing that, something she didn't get elsewhere, including the hotel. When we moved to Portland, she quit.
Fundraising?
God.
I gather you didn't exactly have a high opinion of your mother when you were a kid.
Well, she was really busy with the hotel. I was always running after Leonard.
Isso é estranho.
He was much more fun than she was, no doubt about it. He was a philosopher capable of calculating the motion of celestial bodies while taking apart and refitting a motorcycle in less than half an hour.
What about her?
In the same half hour, she could have audited a business balance sheet. There you go.
Ah, a businesswoman.
No. What I understood later, living in such proximity to her, is that Mom loved feeling needed.
A religious community like ours makes you feel needed, without a doubt.
I suppose.
Ok, tem uns sacos de dormir aqui. E tem umas garrafas de água também, né? Vixe, alguém tava dormindo aqui, velho. Umas roupas.
Someone
Bizarro.
broke into the church. Some fucking screwed up camper.
Oh, your father left it open for mountain wanderers.
Goddamn sons of... Ugh. I'll have to clean up this mess before Jenkins shows up.
Yeah, keep an eye out. Normally, no one's around in this weather, but you never know.
Mano, aqui tava
ok,
quando a gente veio olhar a
ok.
igreja. Que a gente veio até a igreja uma hora, mas eu não lembro de ter visto esse negócio. É o quê? Sai, imagem sagrada.
Nikki?
When there was a party, my mother always got out the usual streamers and decorations and stuff. She raced in and out of the church, but I never discovered where she kept all those things.
Never asked?
Oh, a million times. She didn't want to answer. She said they were in a safe place. A real mystery.
What kind of decorations could they have possibly been?
Nothing explosive. It's just that I had the bad habit of sneaking all over the place and forgetting what time it was. There was that huge lady, the assistant cook, Mrs. Bryce. She used to get so mad.
A judicious girl.
They promised to reveal the secret storeroom when I got older, but I must have forgotten.
The mystery of the secret storeroom. Ooh, sounds good.
The riddle!
What are you talking about?
Enigma?
Leonard was never good at keeping secrets, but he taught me a riddle to get there.
Can you remember it?
Incredible! Yes. Oh, something like...
Desça
Down
as
the stairs,
escadas,
watch your
olhe onde
step,
pisa,
don't fall
não
apart,
caia,
or it's your end.
senão é seu
Round the
fim.
corner, turn around,
Vire a
there's your way in front of
esquina.
you. All that's closed can be open too if you see beyond its looks. But how can I remember it? How... it's... I...
Wow. A total mystery. Want to play?
Yes, I need to think about it. I have no idea what it means. I'll call you if anything comes to mind.
Ok, isso foi estranho. Ela lembrou de uma charada aí, de um enigma. Tá, se eu resolver o enigma, eu posso finalmente encontrar a velha storage room. É daqui, né, que falou. Agora eu já esqueci qual que era a ordem.
You want to play the organ in a church in the middle of the night. Really?
Hey, what are you doing there?
Dunno. I think you stayed on the line. Didn't notice.
To horror, always... Sempre amei o Fantasma da Ópera.
I'm a Phantom of the Opera fan.
It's been years since anyone played it.
My mother's heart would break to see it like this. She adored it.
You should take it with you. To play it. In Portland.
Eu nunca aprendi.
I couldn't play even if I wanted to. I never learned.
I don't think playing the organ is a crucial thing these days.
Yeah, right. Tell that to my mom.
Essential part of a woman's education, I must admit.
Oh, poor Mom. She had a daughter that would rather dig for gold at Hunter's Gulch till the cows came home.
I can totally picture you.
Uh-huh. Then there was Rachel, who reminded me how useless I was in music. Look how good Rachel is. Look how she puts her mind to it. She doesn't know how to read, but she's got a real ear for it. While I was considered the
Eu fui
illiterate
tocar
artist in
o
the house.
órgão, né? Meu
If
Deus.
Rachel had been around,
Vou
she
ficar
would have
conversando agora.
improvised Beethoven's Ninth.
Was she so perfect?
Yes. I'm only just now realizing how jealous I was.
Keep looking.
Tá, vamos lá, tentar lembrar, né? Ó, tem mais uma coisa pra gente ver aqui. Falou de descer a escada, olha a
What'd you find?
cabeça onde
The paintings
pisa.
of the saints. I was convinced Leonard had gotten rid of them.
Why?
He liked saying that it was more likely to find God in a supernova than in a church.
I don't see what he had in common with the Reverend Solomon Foster.
They mostly talked for long stretches, in between chess moves up in the attic.
United by pawns and bishops, but divided by the saints.
Divided by everything else, I'd say.
Tá, como é que era o negócio? Desça a escada, olha onde pisa. Vira à direita. Ah lá, tem uma amarelinha aqui. Aí falou alguma coisa de buraco que se cair pode dar ruim. De onde veio esse caminho? Esse caminho não tava aqui. Quer dizer... Olha lá, down the stairs, watch your step. Não caia, senão é o seu fim. Vire à esquerda e se vire de costas, né? Turn around. there's o seu caminho na sua frente. Tudo estiver fechado, pode ser aberto também, se você ver além do que parece. Ok. Oh shit. Ah, merda, exatamente. Achamos um caminho escondido aqui. E o coração batendo, né? A milhão, mano. Vai saber o que pode ter aqui, né? Ixi, parece uma... Someone was there. Alguém esteve aqui. Que isso? Ritual Book. Paredes coloridas. Duto de ventilação.
So, found the mystery decorations?
Mano, eu não lembro disso não.
No decorations.
Is everything okay?
I found something.
What?
It's like someone built some kind of bedroom. Irving, you there?
Of course, yeah. What bedroom? Tell me what you see.
Okay. There's some windows drawn on the walls. Books. Sheet music. A pink bed. It's like a kid's room.
No way.
Cai aparelho. Tá, ninguém está... Ninguém está morando aqui embaixo.
This place doesn't make sense. No one would live down
Não
here.
deveria, né, morar aqui.
Nikki, I think you should get out of there now.
Wait. There's got to be an explanation.
Okay, that's it. Now I'm calling the head office in Billings. I'm telling them it's a code red emergency, so they'll have to...
Jesus Christ, Irving.
What?
This is all Rachel's stuff. Understand? It's her room, a replica.
You don't know that. You can't know what her room looked like.
Everything here reminds me of her. Let me look around. I'm sure I'll find an explanation.
But my other hand's on the red phone.
Keep it there,
Bela
but don't
adormecida.
make the call.
Branca
I
de
need to figure
Neve.
out what's going on here.
Chapeuzinho vermelho. Rapunzel. Tudo história, né? Desses tipo assim. Que as pessoas ficam meio que presas. Me ensine a falar. Tá, temos o duto de ventilação, temos uma chave aqui, temos a caixinha de aparelho.
Did you get out of there?
You know by any chance if Rachel wore a retainer?
Maybe. There was an article saying they hadn't found it at the site of the suicide.
Mano, o mais estranho é que tava mexendo isso
She
aqui.
always made a horrible noise when she clipped it onto her palate with her tongue.
What does Rachel's retainer have to do with anything?
I found a box. It could be hers.
Why should someone keep a 10-year-old retainer?
A chave
Maybe they're not just
do...
keeping it. Maybe they're using it. The box is empty.
No way. I can't...
Let me go on.
Duto de ventilação.
Hey, can I make that call now?
You hear this sound?
Come on.
Listen. Hear it now?
What is it? Sounds like some kind of mechanism.
I'm in front of an air vent. That could be connected to the top floor. Leonard had a grandfather clock up in the attic.
You can't hear things from a room that's so far away.
Can too. I used to lurk in front of vents like this to spy on guests in their rooms.
Que
You need
isso?
to tell me something.
The attic is where Leonard gave Rachel speech therapy sessions. Maybe you could hear what was going on up there from here.
That doesn't help.
Listen, I need to get into the attic. I need to figure out if a clock like that could still be working. Maybe there's someone who still takes care of it.
Nicole, please.
I'm hanging up. Call you later.
Tá, se a Rachel tá viva desde aquele tempo que diz que ela não tá mais... Faz 8 anos, né? Ela tinha 16, agora ela teria 24. Quanto que é a idade do nosso personagem?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes.
We have to call someone. You have to get out of there right now.
No, I found a key. It's from my old music box, the one in Leonard's room.
I'm having a hard time following.
If everything in here is Rachel's, then why is my music box's key here?
I don't know and I don't want to know. Tell you what I think? Someone could have been in your room.
Não importa.
It doesn't matter.
How can you be so calm?
If someone was in there, he's not here now. I need to grab the chance to figure out what the hell is going on, or went on, here.
Ok, voltar pro quarto e usar essa chave então. Mano, que esquisito. O que tá acontecendo aqui? 200 anos? Não, 2026.
Yes.
Nicole, listen. I already know what you're gonna say, but please trust me. Get out of there.
Você não tá ajudando.
Please, you're not helping.
You do realize you found the replica of a dead girl's bedroom. This is sick. This is
The more things get freaky, bizarre, and painful, the more I need to figure out why. Why all of this?
We'll figure it out. With the sheriff. Once you're out of there, into a safe hotel room in town. Please, just...
Listen, a bunch of strange things happened since I got here. Think about it. Phone calls on a dead line, old lipsticks that don't go bad. Leonard's notes where he says he saw a girl that's supposedly been dead for 10 years, and now this!
All good reasons to get out of there. We both agree that saving your skin is top priority, right?
I've looked over every inch of this place, and there's no one.
If it's true, you realize what that means.
What? What are you trying to tell me?
Your father... He spent years in there, in total solitude. With the weight of his family and Rachel on his conscience. He wasn't the kind of guy to just let the past slide with a shrug. You know that too.
Você tá brincando?
You're joking, right? You think he did this?
Think about it. That room could be an act of love. Distorted, even morbid, but in his eyes...
How dare you? My father might have had a lot of weaknesses, but surely what you're saying... Leave out that he cheated on my mom. Leave out that he fell in love with a 16-year-old. But fucking hell, don't you dare even think that. He would never have built a fucking underground shrine for a dead person.
Your father had changed in the end. You didn't spend time with him, but I met him. And I'm telling you.
No! I don't give a shit about what you have to say.
I just want you to know that...
If you don't want to help discover the truth, don't call me.
Tá, estavam falando sobre o pai dela ter feito um altar para uma pessoa morta, né? Da Rachel, no caso. Tá revirado as coisas.
Asshole.
Ou não?
How dare you? You don't know shit. You don't know.
Tava aberto isso?
Fuck. Finally, a bit of peace and quiet.
Ah, o espaço da Zoom também.
Without those incessant phone calls. I'm not a fucking switchboard, for fuck's sake. Okay, let me piece things together. I just found out there's a room dedicated to Rachel Foster in my father's hotel. Maybe with items from her real room. Holy Jesus, that's freaky.
Bizarro,
Some
bota
people
assustador
think
nisso.
she didn't commit suicide, and some even think she's still alive.
Eu tenho que recriar os meus passos.
Maybe if I think through my steps, I can work something out. First thing, the phone call. They said Rachel isn't dead. Then the lipstick from 10 years ago turns up, still good. And then my father's various notes where he says he still sees her. If that were true, it might explain the sighting by her friend here in the timberline. And now I find her retainer box, but no retainer.
Uma voz.
That room might not be a reconstruction. If Rachel didn't kill herself, Rachel could have lived here. But if she's still alive, why doesn't she tell her parents? Unless they're all in cahoots.
Que cahoots?
No suicide, no Timberline money. No, I'm just being paranoid. And then there'd be no reason for her to live in a fucking underground replica of her room. My key in the middle of Rachel's stuff. Is it a message? Where do I fit in? Are you trying to tell me something, Dad?
My music box with the hockey player. I don't think I have the guts to hear that tune again. But I must.
Ok, vamos lá então, né? O que tem nesse negócio? Que tava faltando a chave antes, né? Uma medalha.
The 27th of December, 1983. The hockey finals at Missoula. Us against Cold Springs High. We won by sudden death after a 3-hour game, and I got the medal for the most number of face-offs won. According to the papers, that was the night Rachel killed herself. Coming home, Mom barely had the time to pull into the garage, that I was already racing up to you, waving the medal in your face, Daddy. I was so happy. But you had other things on your mind, right? And you and Mom started fighting. Voices getting louder.
Só brigar, a voz ficar mais alta.
She comes down the stairs with the suitcases, and Mrs. Bryce tries to stop her. Mom's car stays here, and we leave with my Uncle John's. I never found out what started that fight. Mom never wanted to talk about it. Are you trying to, Daddy?
Então, uma briga entre os pais. Aí pegou a maleta e foi embora. Dia 9. Foi embora com o tio John. Será que ele é o assassino? Ou não sei? Curioso. Oh, meu Deus, a gente vai na porta selada.
Irving.
Finally.
Eu estou bem.
I'm okay.
I was dying on this chair.
Eu não vou me desculpar.
Let's keep going, if you want. Together. So, I looked around the entire hotel, and if there's still a chance of getting to the bottom of this story, then it's gotta be behind the locked door on the last floor, in the attic.
That wing has been condemned for years.
I know, I'll be careful.
Okay.
There are too many things that I took for granted. It's as if someone was putting pieces of my past in front of me to show them to me under another light.
Who are you talking about, Nikki?
Meu Deus do céu, vozes. Eu estou fazendo tudo por mim mesmo.
Maybe me. In my music box, I found the medal I won the night Rachel died. Dad could have put it there, and if he did, there must be a reason.
It all sounds insane.
The night Rachel died. Maybe I have to start from there. I played in that really long hockey game. But what was going on in the meantime? You remember that night, Irving?
I think I was at church with my family.
Church. That night we had a mass for the poor here. We held one every year. As usual, Mom volunteered to take me to the game, but she was so busy with the soup kitchen that I was afraid she was going to be late. I remember while she ran around, she said she ordered me to close the mezzanine.
Fechar o mezanino.
You mean the intermediate floor above the reception? What's in there?
A storeroom.
Have you been up there?
No, I'd forgotten all about it.
Tem que ir pra lá
I'd
então.
better take a look before moving on.
Tá, o mezanino do primeiro andar, né? In the middle, the better things find their proper position. Ballroom. Museu. Ali no Overlook, é? Ali é o mezanino? Tô perdido. Ah não, é ali no hall, tá. Meu Deus, foi esse barulho? Mano, tem os barulhos, tá muito bizarro. Tipo, não é só som do cenário, né? Tem uns outros barulhos aí acontecendo que não é exatamente do lugar. Aqui é o mezanino. Aqui. Não. Oh, no. Manequins, não. Meu Deus, velho. Nicole. 23/12/1983.
Hello? Can you hear me? I'm on the mezzanine, and it's a nightmare.
There are mannequins everywhere. They're set up like in a scene. There's one with a hockey stick.
Que foi que ela comentou lá, né? Tava no meio do jogo.
That's my stick! If you're listening to me, whoever set up this representation, I think they want to tell me that Rachel was killed? But why my hockey stick? Hello? Hello? Oh God, why isn't he answering? Irving, I swear I'm not kidding. This is a huge deal. If you can hear me, it's time to make that phone call.
Meu Deus, barulho. Tá, esse é o momento pra fazer a ligação, ela falou pro Irving. Derrubei o braço do manequim. Mano, não gostei, que lugar bizarro.
Where are you, Nicole?
It's about time.
Por que você não respondeu?
Why didn't you answer?
Plim?
How many doors have you opened, Nicole? How many are still missing?
Que portas?
What doors are you talking about?
Keep going.
Hello? Hello, Irving.
Como assim? Continue, né? Continue seguindo. Alguém acabou de tocar isso daqui, inclusive, né? Tá, Irving, o que você está fazendo? O que você está escondendo atrás do... O que está escondido atrás do... da porta selada do segundo andar? Tá, agora a gente vai pra lá. A gente não pegou chave nenhuma. Tinha chave pra gente pegar lá? Tá aberta a porta. Oh, meu Deus. E o Irving mudou, né? Ele tava falando com a gente muito esquisito, velho. Muito esquisito. Evidência. Dodge Model 1986 é o nosso carro. Tem fotos do nosso carro. Transmissão de rádio. Helena Forest Place Unknown. Meu Deus, tem umas fotos bizarras aqui. Tem uns... Ah lá, as luzes estranhas em 89. Floating Figure Outside Ballroom Window em 84. Visto em 87 no Dining Room do hotel, né? Na sala de jantar. Helena Forest e lugar desconhecido. Tem mais outra imagem aqui muito esquisita. Tá, tem que lembrar que o espaço também dá zoom. Ah lá. Tem a sala do manequim. O freezer. A capela, né? A igreja. Nicole, 1982, Small Town Girl. Meu Deus. Ó, informações da Nicole.
Hello?
I imagine you found my room.
What?
Ah
What
lá.
does all this mean?
That's a question I've asked myself many times. What does all this mean, Irving? How far do you want to push yourself? How much can you take?
What?
Every memory, painstakingly gathered, every reconstructed piece, every little element retrieved from the dark. A photo, a hairband, a lipstick. It means remembering, Rachel. That's what all this means.
Eu não peguei o negócio de cabelo.
I didn't choose this path. I had to do it.
Você tá brincando?
Is this a joke?
These walls ooze with memories. The memories get into the walls. Under the floorboards, they creep into the crawl spaces.
You're not with FEMA. You... Jenkins... You never talked to him. Your boss, the phone call, all those weird events. You were behind all of them.
Someone had to bring the last piece of the memory puzzle here. The most important one. You.
Me?
Your father wanted to keep you out of it. I convinced him that only you could resolve the equation, as he called it.
I don't understand.
How could you? Over the last few days, you got a little taste of what it means to dig around in the past, hunting for memories that scratch away behind every wall in the night. We did it for years, day after day after day.
All lies.
I have nothing against lies. I grew up around lies. But now it's time for the truth to come out. Finally.
Quem é você? Onde você está? O que você quer que eu faça?
What do you want to do now?
O que você quer fazer
I
agora,
want
no
to
caso?
tell
Né?
you a story. There was an invisible boy. Like everyone, he just wanted to run on the grass, ride a bike, swim in the lake in summer. His father had other plans for his soul. In his dark world made of silence and prayer that shone only one star, his wonderful sister. A heavenly creature that spent hours telling him fairy tales in secret. She who told him what a free and strong man he would become one day.
Rachel?
She was like that. Free and strong. At the time, I didn't understand her dyslexia. Or what retard meant. It's what they called her at school.
Alô?
But I could hear her cry. At night. I wanted to protect her. But I couldn't. One day, that beautiful, luminous creature met someone. A human being that saw her. For real.
My dad.
Yes. And I was the invisible witness of what happened. A love. Simply a love. Nothing more, nothing less. But that love was too much, and it would be punished. Who paid for this love, Nicole?
Rachel. Rachel was your sister.
Pera, essa parte a gente
Now
não
I
tinha
remember
pego.
you.
Não tinha essa informação.
You were too caught up with your hatred for Rachel to notice the innocent little kid that sometimes tagged along.
Tá, você não odiava. Eu não odiava a Rachel.
I didn't hate your sister.
I was just jealous.
Invejosa.
Doesn't matter. Those days
Valeu,
are
pastel.
over.
Valeu pela moitinha.
How could I have forgotten you?
I was raised to be forgotten.
Tá, o que você quer? Quem é você? Onde você está?
Irving, where are you right now?
The day my sister paid with her life for her love, we all died. We make up the history of the Timberline.
It was a tragedy. But you...
We all got frozen there, in that very moment. In that confined horizon of events. As you'll understand. As you've already begun to understand.
Tá, me diga o que você quer de mim. Você é estranho pra eu ficar longe. Tá, o que você quer de mim?
I want to know what you want from me.
You have to keep going to get to where I wasn't able to go. You will be the new witness. You owe it to us. And you owe it to her.
Beleza, a porta abriu. Tá, a gente vai ser a nova testemunha. Ele quer mostrar alguma coisa então, né? Alguma coisa do dia que aconteceu, então, o suposto Sui. É o Ethic, né? Que a gente não conseguia ir antes. Ok, vamos lá então. Meu Deus. Oi, tinha uma área gigante aqui, hein? Meu Deus. E ele tá por aqui, mano? Cadê esse cara? E por que ele tá falando com a gente? Mas ele não tava na sala de controle ali. Como é que ele tava falando com a gente?
A few years have passed since I last used this old tape recorder. I think you were in elementary school. I imagine a testament should start in a poised manner. My dear Nicole, my favorite daughter, etc., etc.
Tá, eu posso ficar na frente, não tem problema.
Poised, serious, irrevocable. I prefer asking you how you are. How are you, Nikki? You're probably tired. I can imagine. At this point of your journey, the marks and voices of this old hotel will have already whispered all their secrets. You've always been good at solving puzzles. In this, you surely resemble more your mother than me. Irving has always been convinced that you, only you, could surmount the fear and suffering that exuded from these hallways. We tried. We waited. We were terrified. We studied. We listened. We listened to her. But all the love in the world wasn't enough to decipher those muted vowels, those wide open eyes, those tears of light. In your time and space, in the here and now, I will no longer be with you.
Tá repetindo já as
But it
imagens.
doesn't matter, trust me, it doesn't. I have a new theory, Nikki. Love is and remains. It is in the wood you stand on, in the walls that keep up this hotel,
Who are you
in the
talking
air we
about?
breathe. And sometimes it hates. It hates those who didn't allow it, those who cast it aside with indifference, and those who can't recognize it. Stars still emanate their light, even after collapsing, right? There's a lot of light here. There's light in death. I want to free myself of all this darkness. I can no longer see the stars. I'm tired of surviving in this limbo. So, how are you, Nikki? I'm good. I will be good.
Claire.
Figure out what Rachel was saying, Nikki. She's here.
Assassino. Ele escreveu de trás da placa aqui, hein? Eu ouvi. Eu ouvi o barulho do cisco de lousa. Pensamentos do Leonard. Máquina de escrever. Tá, a gente tem que pegar o... Rachel? Pegar a chave, né? Livros. Ranking. Rachel, Leonard, checkmate, Rachel, Leonard. Tá. Daqui é o que? É quem ganhou o xadrez? Claire. Onde que a gente usa essa chave? Inside Claire's car. Ah, é da mãe, né? Nossa, até as janelas são meio... Parece que elas estão tortas. Tá, então eu tenho que ir até o quarto... O quarto não. O carro da mãe. Não, tô sentindo que tá faltando alguns acontecimentos. Oh, meu Deus. Alguns acontecimentos que eu lembro de ter acontecido no vídeo que eu vi, né, do Luba.
Hello.
Talvez vai acontecer
Leonard was a
ainda.
very special man. His soul was big enough to love both you and Rachel.
I knew my father's soul better than anyone.
You were just a jealous kid.
Don't you dare try to make me feel guilty. You don't...
I just want you to get to the truth.
So why didn't you tell me about the truth?
Tell who? The Nicole who thought eating beans was the worst tragedy and couldn't wait to finish this business and run away, forgetting everything all over again?
You don't know anything about what my mother and I went through.
But you're different to when you got here. Now you can discover the truth, a truth that otherwise would have destroyed you. I didn't lie to you. I protected you.
Listen, I'm sorry about Rachel. I hated her and I hated my father, but I never wanted it to end like that. I understand your pain, maybe better than anyone.
Betrayal, shame, death. My family was destroyed, just like yours. How much longer does this pain have to last?
It'll be over soon.
What else is there to know?
You want the truth. Well, I can't give it to you. I've already given you everything I could. Now you have to tie the pieces together.
What does that mean?
Your father always said we are the sum of the people we take with us, and you abandoned these people. Here, in this place.
Então chega de enigmas.
Enough riddles, Irving. I'm tired.
Me, too. You're the only one who can give a finale to this story. It's time you open the last door.
Tá, o único que a gente pode fechar essa porta. Pack Rat. A gente pegou um lençol? O lençol não, né? Tipo uma coberta. O que eu preciso fazer com isso? Lavar, 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 lavar. Tá. Tem a lavanderia, né? Ficava aqui pra esse lado do boiler room. Bem aqui. Bom que o jogo dá a dica, né? Que eu nunca ia descobrir o que a gente tinha que fazer. Tá, o que vai acontecer? O que tem nessa coberta? Eu tô jogando ainda, mas eu não tô vendo nada. Eu acho que deu uma bugada o jogo. Eu acho que bugou. Oh meu Deus, sério, vai bugar bem agora no final do jogo praticamente? Olha lá, quando eu mexo o mouse dá pra ouvir o personagem se mexendo. Oh, meu Deus do céu. Não sei nem se tinha save esse jogo, né? Vou voltar aqui e continuar, então. Torcer que não tenha bugado. Faltas técnicas, falhas. Falhas do jogo, no caso, né? Tá. Tem uma musiquinha agora. Ah, não. Daqui já tinha. Dia 9. Ih, voltamos do começo. Ai, meu Deus. Voltamos do começo. Já tem que ouvir todo aquele discurso dele lá, né? Oh, God. Nossa.
Irving.
75 years later.
Vamos ver se agora não buga. Por favor, jogo, não bugue. Não bugou dessa vez. Por que tinha bugado aquela vez? Olha lá. O aparelho. Eu tive um desse. É horrível, velho, de usar. E tem sangue.
How could I have forgotten? I saw everything.
Eu estava lá?
All the pieces were in front of my eyes.
A kid's eyes.
It was the same night as the hockey game in Missoula.
Mesma noite do
Reverend
jogo de
Foster was so
hockey.
busy with the preparations of the meals for the giving to the poor at the Timberline Church. And my mother, Claire, said that we would get back from the game in time for the distribution. She convinced my father to help the Reverend, and he'd come with his whole family. You and Rachel.
Yeah. I remember it like it was yesterday.
I couldn't find my stick.
Que agonia, essa pia
I panicked and I went down
pingando.
to the garage.
Torneira
Claire
pingando.
was there, red in the face. Her look.
Her look?
It was just a fleeting feeling. That's why I erased it from my memory. I had to erase it, understand?
What was in her look?
It just wasn't her. It was like a frightful creature. A disturbed, dangerous animal. I've never seen her like that before or after. Not even on her deathbed. And then she put her hands on her hips, exhausted. She smiled. And there she was again, my mom. I thought it must have just been the impression of a moment. I had the finals against Cold Springs High awaiting me. I climbed in the car, throwing my bag into the back seat. My hockey stick was there. Claire said she'd cleaned it. She'd cleaned it.
Go on.
No, I don't.
Go on!
We got there on time and I played. Best game of my life. And the last. Claire was on the bleachers encouraging me and cheering. And then I lost sight of her. For 2 whole periods, I think. And later, when I asked, she said she'd moved because Marty O'Donegal's father was getting on her nerves. But it wasn't true.
Não era verdade.
Just enough time to go back to the car.
Don't say it. Irving, don't say it. Don't say a thing. I don't...
Então quer dizer que a mãe matou a Rachel? A verdade.
I traveled all the way with Rachel's body and the baby she carried inside of her in the trunk, rolled in the blanket. God, oh my God.
Meu Deus.
She killed Rachel.
Ok.
Thank you, Nikki.
Isso foi bizarro. A mãe então saiu ali no meio do jogo de hockey, matou a Rachel, voltou, deixou no porta-mala do carro.
This gives you the peace you were looking for.
I wanted you to help me uncover the truth.
You're saying you didn't know that Claire
I was only a kid. Plus, she never wanted me to get to the bottom of it.
Rachel is here?
You know, I think she's still protecting me. But I'm grown up now. Now, we can all be reunited at last.
What? Wait, where are you going? Listen, we can work things out. What happened is terrible, but all the main players in this story are dead. Get it? Dead. We are still alive. We're alive. Me, you, we didn't do anything.
That's exactly what we did wrong, Nicole. We didn't do anything. It's beautiful here. Rachel told me about it so many times, but I never thought it was so beautiful.
Onde você está? Você não pode me abandonar.
What? Irving, where are you?
It's white as far as the eye can see, beyond the mountains.
You left the hotel? But it's too cold. You'll die out there. Irving, please.
I've lived in the dark for years. You freed me. And now I can finally rest in the light. I can go back to her.
Don't go. You can't.
Meu Deus.
Don't leave me, too. We have our drink.
It's not a goodbye, my tough, pragmatic, stubborn Nikki. We'll meet again. Another time. Beyond this horizon of events. Everything is...
Irving? Irving?
Perdemos o sinal dele. Ele realmente saiu então do hotel.
I don't want to stay alone here. Everything seems to be becoming dark. I'm scared. Who's there?
Então, agora é meio bizarro, né?
Rachel?
Não tem uma companhia do Irving. Tá tudo tranquilo, calma. Ih, caramba. Final, sozinho. Pera. Final não, né? Eu li final não sei da onde. Mas fizeram essa conquista. Alone, sozinho. É uma conquista? É uma... um final? Talvez seja um dos finais, hein? Nossa, será que tem outros finais?
Yes?
Nicole, it's me, Jenkins, the attorney. Finally, I can get through. You don't know how many times I've tried. I can't hear you. The connection's bad. How are you? I was really worried about the storm.
I'm good.
Great. I'm glad. You're sure you...
Listen, I don't want to sell the hotel anymore.
What? Damned interference. I didn't catch you. What'd you say?
I don't want to sell the hotel anymore. You've been really nice. Your job is done. Thanks.
Oh, well, I see. Well, you're the owner, and you got every right to decide. But maybe we should talk about it in person. I want to understand. This kind of decision...
I'm back home. And I have to stay here. Forever.
Tá, e agora ela vai querer ficar aqui no hotel, então.
You know, Mom, I was thinking about going to the lake. Remember where we went with Uncle John last year? Daddy and I started talking about the stars. You can't see them during the day. But they're always there. You feel like it? I would so like it. And we can have dinner at Doc Smith's
Ela vai.
diner on the bank. Rachel and Irving could come with us?
Ela provavelmente daqui tá ligado no escapamento do carro, certeza, né?
Nice. To be all together.
Ai, meu Deus.
Dad, it would be so nice.
Daqui outra tá ligado no escapamento do carro e a gente ligando o motor vai encher o carro dentro de qual que é o nome? De gás carbônico. Ok, vamos lá então, mano. Eu acho que daqui é um dos finais mesmo. Eu não lembro de acabar assim.
Wait. I did all that you asked me.
A gente não pode cancelar, não? Abre a porta, vai embora. Não faz isso, não. Não precisa.
Stop it, please. Anger shouldn't rule our life. You said that. I'm scared.
Aí, ó.
I don't want to die. It's getting dark. I can't see the light.
Desliga. Desliga. All together again. Tá, eu acho que daqui então teria outro final, né? Se a gente deixasse acontecer, seria um final. E como a gente desligou, vai acontecer outro final.
I'll stay here with you, Daddy. Mom, we'll bring back the Timberline to its fortune together. We will be happy again, all together. Yes. Like a whole family. No more anger.
Cortou a última frase ali, tinha que ter apenas amor, né? Apenas... Ok, completamos o jogo. O suicídio de Rachel Foster. Caraca, que jogo, hein? Que jogo. Mesmo não tendo a legenda, né? Não tendo a tradução, tudo, deu pra entender bastante coisa do jogo, né? Consegui traduzir bem. E nossa senhora, hein? Eu acho que tem outro final sim. Com certeza. Deixa eu ver, eu consigo pular os créditos? Consigo pular os créditos. Eu não sei se essa música é da copyright, né? Por via de dúvidas, melhor não ver. E agora, se a gente quiser fazer outro final, a gente teria que começar do zero o jogo. Nossa! Que rolê! Tem um monte de conquista que a gente não fez, né? Quer dizer, faltou 2 só. Olha lá, tem um chat intrigante com o Irving, provavelmente, né? E ouvir os sussurros do hotel. Pior que eu vi uns sussurros no hotel, mas... Tá. É isso aí, então. Fizemos um final. Eu acho que se a gente... Não sei se tem outro final mesmo, né, de deixar acontecer lá o negócio do carro. Mas é isso aí, então, né? Terminamos aí The Suicide of Rachel Foster. Mano, louco, hein? Que história. Que história maluca, velho. Ansioso pra outros jogos nesse mesmo estilo e que de preferência esteja em português, né? Por favor. Foi bom, né? Deu pra gente entender as coisas mesmo em inglês, mas cansa, né? Cansa traduzir tudo.